Hi! Chiaki here, doing a quick little Q&A for CSR Speed Paints with CSR. Hello. Well, all these questions will relate only to the first game, so here we go. CSR, what was your inspiration coming up with the game?
Alright, legit here. I wanted to do a Yuri, the polyamorous yanderes. I shit you not. I wanted more lesbian Yuri, yandere, fuck. I wanted more lesbian yandere content. And I wanted more polyamorous content in general. Then I thought, holy shit, I wonder how polyamorous yanderes would work. I also wanted it to be like a battle royale, feature diary kind of thing, with a demon involved, etc. So that's where the real game comes into play. The visual novels were only to get the idea out and people interested.
Alright. Tell us how long you have been working on the illness called love.
Now, the actual day I came up with the idea of the day I officially started are two different things. When I first came up with the idea, I hadn't planned to start it anytime soon. And I just was coming up with kind of concepts, you know. Eventually I decided I want to do a set of visual novels and posted the idea on Lemma Softform, May 30th, 2016. Still not fully taking it seriously at that moment, but the day I got serious with the game was June 13th, 2016. I know this for a fact because that is the very same day the game starts. Immediately after that, I worked non-stop on the intro/demo, wanting to get what I could out there as soon as I could, mid-August 2016, so about a month and a half of that intro section. I was working that summer and continued working in Shut Up, and even going to, oh my gosh, my girlfriends won't shut up. And I was even going to school when summer was over, and I had just started taking psych medication for the first time that year, and was recovering from a depressed episode. So, now that you put depressive ADHD into school and working, it makes things a tad hard to focus on. I kept going off and on with this project, and I really let myself down. After moving from one part of the state I'm in to another, I ended up jumping back on the bandwagon for about 2 to 3 months straight, completing what I could for a game jam. I was determined, and even ended up adding voice acting and new ways for the sprite to be coded and look. Suddenly, once the jam hit, I literally could not work on TICL. It was just gone. I could hardly even think about it. Once again, letting myself down. So, I'm back on it again. Let's hope 1.0 is done before the summer is.
Alright, I'm curious, which character is most like you, in your opinion?
Yikes. This is super hard. So I'm going off of 1.0 on this one. I suppose there's a little bit of me in all of them. I'm a people pleaser like Kazashi, very loyal and self-sacrificing. I know, I'm so modest. I also have sadistic and narcissistic tendencies like Katsumi. I also have the passion and short height complex that Yoko does. The Sakiko I relate to with her style and interests. To be fair, with Suki being the prime target, I do voice her for a reason. I have the introvertedness she does, but I definitely am not that paranoid pessimist she is. Alright, I'm paranoid and anxious, but not at her level. I put some of my humor into Suki when writing her, and sometimes the things that I would think of first in the situation she's in. I mean, she's a queer polyamorous individual who can have up to 11 girlfriends and a boyfriend. She's almost living the lifestyle I am. But the person who is most like me would actually be the side character, Chiaki.
Aw. Well then, who is your favorite character?
Excuse you. I love all my children.
Okay then, what inspiration brought about each character?
Well, with the twins, I want to do that sister stereotype thing. But specifically, for going on Katsumi's a more traditional, like, I want traditional Hime Ojo-sama, but I wanted a sadistic side, but also someone who's still close to her sister despite being that, like, I meant, like, still being a narcissist, but, with a good heart. And then we've got Kazashi, who's a loyal maid, and I wanted that obsessive and dependent yandere. I just wanted a character who could say, I don't care if you love someone else, just love me too! That's what I wanted. That's my main inspiration for Kazashi. And then I put her into the whole twin sister maid part, Sorry, I got distracted by the speed paint. Okay, and then we've got Sakiko and Lodori. I just want a goth babe. I fucking love my goth child, and you can't convince me otherwise. Also, she was supposed to be my stalker yandere. Eventually, we decided that she would have almost no emotions. Now, Yoko, alright, my main inspiration for her was Kamikaze Girls. But she's like Ichigo with a hell of a lot more of severe depression. And we've got Suki, that a biological victim that is super paranoid. Also decide later that she's the most fucked up out of all of them. I thought that'd be kind of a fun twist, that you're playing the most fucked up character. You're like, all these people are, I'm the worst. Oh god.
Alright. So this one is related to, some things you've been kind of pointed out in the past. So why is Katsumi a sadist and into BDSM? It seems weird and a bit out of place for her.
I guess I see where there is confusion about Katsumi's sadism and interest in BDSM. But it does help to have a good knowledge of BDSM culture and community. Katsumi's sadism is a very big part of her character to me, and definitely more explored in the full game. Just the way that she can be invasive and demanding, she does a lot of power plays quite often. She's a tease and playful. Sometimes you can't help it. You get off on someone else's pain. You'd be surprised by who is actually into BDSM in the real world. It's also important to see Katsumi as not only a dominatrix, but a healthy and good one. I don't want the BDSM community more slandered and misunderstood than it already has been, especially with the whole 50 Shades series. The fact that I have to even explain that sadism or BDSM does not equal bad is proof of this and good enough reason to want to portray and bring to light the healthy members of the community.
So, Suki, yeah? She's on the shy side, I see.
Not quite. Quiet and avoid interactions, that is for sure. Though I definitely wouldn't say she's shy. She just wants to avoid trouble. Suki just came from horribly bullied and heartbroken, and so she just wants to move on and avoid people. She wants to keep her focus on one thing. Introvertedness and antisocial behavior is very commonly mistaken for shyness.
Were you in any way inspired by yandere similar or borrowed any ideas from it?
So, not exactly inspired or borrowed ideas from yandere similar specifically, it's more of coincidence and common themes. The premise of my story was to be about queer polyamorous yanderes that fall in love with each other. It also involves demons and gods as part of the main plot, as opposed to Simulator where it has it for fun. Yandere Simulator is about a yandere in love with a totally normal person and has love rivals that she needs to eliminate in one way or another. I've had this love and obsession for yandere genre for a long time, and I knew that creating a game that involves yanderes would definitely bring people to link it to yandere sim, but I swear that most of my influence did not come from it, even if I do enjoy it. The uniforms I designed is actually not like any of the uniforms from yandere sim, as the silly fuku style that I use is black and white, and his is navy blue and white, and happens to be my own original design based off real high school uniforms in Japan. In fact, my character Chiaki, who was created before the Uniscon Love, is what I use to decide to go with my uniforms.
Well, it looks like we're about time up for this one. See you guys in the next one. We'll continue where we left off.